Hello, hello, hello. Do you believe that whatever you think will manifest? What's on your mind will gonna happen. What you keep on thinking of will definitely manifest. So if you're thinking negative, you better divert your thinking into positive. Change the way how you think so you have a positive result. Avoid negative declaration. Because it will give you a negative output. And make positive affirmation. Remove your doubts, especially doubt to yourself. If you are going for something, trust in yourself. Whatever you're thinking you want to do, yeah, we're just human. Sometimes we have these doubts. And sometimes we have these fears of failing. Fears to failure, but it's normal. Failure in doing things is better than not doing it at all. Thank you so much for one viewer there. I hope you're having a good day, having a good night, wherever you are. May God bless you the more and keep you. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever your emotions is, your bad emotions, whatever tribulations you're having, I know you can surpass. God is good, and God didn't give you something that He knows you can't handle. If you are on some tribulations, God knows you are strong. That's why He gave you that. And He knows you can, and He knows you can overcome. Trust in Him, commit everything on Him. Surrender everything to Him. He is the only one, most powerful one that can turn every situation right. Sometimes what we're going through is so hard to understand. But one thing for sure, God is working on it. And God is with you. As He promised, He never leave us nor forsake us. He is always with us. And sometimes what we experience is just the result of our stubbornness. Result of wrong decisions that we made in our life. So we shouldn't be blaming someone or anybody about our situation. Because it's us. It's us who decides for ourselves. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the like. It's us who's making our life It's us who's making decisions for ourselves. It's our choices. So we shouldn't be blaming someone or anybody. God is full of grace, full of compassion. He knows what's inside us. Before we utter words, He already knows what's in our heart. We can't hide anything from Him. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm still cooking my lunch. And I'm already starving. I'm cooking my quinoa. A mixture of quinoa and millet. So we're on fire boiling maybe for about 15 minutes. Yeah, I just prepare my dressing and some vegetable that I need to mix with it. I bought the salad dressing, but I feel like I want to make my own dressing. Lemon, salt, mustard, olive oil, honey, garlic, with some cherry tomatoes, mixed with cherry tomatoes. As we're getting age, we need to be careful of what we are eating. We just need to keep balanced diet, healthy food. Healthy food. I got some cherry tomatoes. I'm thinking if I'm going to boil some egg, to add some egg on it, but I think I don't need it. So I bought this pepper and sesame dressing. These beef short ribs for dinner and some crab stick for vegetable wrap. I'll be making vegetable wrap tonight. Oopsie daisy. Where's my cucumber? That's a baby. I don't have any cucumber. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, it's here. Found it. Small cucumber for my salad. Cherry tomatoes. It's getting overripe, I guess. This knife is amazing. So sharp. There's no like you, your power is so through. Actually, I don't like this this honey. Seems like it doesn't mix well. I think half lemon is enough. salt, olive oil. We're making some dressing. I have this honey. I wanted to use this one instead of the other one. So hard to dissolve. Easiest way to mix garlic. See? Just put the garlic inside and press. And it's done. So sour. Really sour. This is what it looks like. Quinoa and millet. Becomes watery. Oh no. And we're gonna put some coriander. So scared with the knife. It's too sharp. Then I will cut some bread. I bought this bread in the market. This is crispy. I like it. It's not good, it's too oily. Too oily. This is deep fried. It's just like croutons. Lunch is ready. Lance is ready. Thank you sa palipad ng heart dyan. Kain tayo, guys. Let's eat lunch.
Di ba? Lalo matatanda, naku talagang cash ang usapan dyan. Kaya pag ang tao tamad, hindi nag-e-entrega, mahigalang, naiinis ka sa itsura. Maupo lang, nayayamot ka, manonood ng TV, naiinis ka, mag-e-electric fan, ang init-init ng mata mo. Kasi walang ibinibigay. Subukan mong tampak-tampakan ka dyan, baka minamasa-masahin mo pa siya habang nanonood siya ng TV. Ganun talaga ang mga tao, mukhang pera. Sino sa inyo hindi mukhang pera? Di ba? Lalo matatanda, naku talagang cash ang usapan dyan. Pagka hindi
Interactive brokers, the professional's gateway to the world's markets.
We hit AI 再進化，真正 AI 驅動，突破即時界限。AI
ng paraan paano may balik ang ating dating Pangulo sa ating bayan. Nagtatrabaho ako through our satellite offices, through our central office at the Office of the Vice President.
So, paano nila pinayagan na nangyari yung kay Levin? Sa tingin niyo po ba may pananagutan po ang AFP sa nangyari kay Levin?
Sa tingin ko ba may pananagutan? Yes, of course. Sa tingin ko ba pananagutin sila? Base sa sagot ng Secretary of Department of National Defense ay mukhang wala. Hindi sila pananagutin. Pero yes, sa tingin ko may pananagutan sila.
Okay, let's go. And I told Romy, the PSG, to just escort him, and he went voluntarily to the bus that brought him to the plane.
Sisingit lang ako Senator Jinggoy. Kasi binabasa ko dito yung standard operating ng PNP. Liwa-liwanag naman eh. No torture, no force, no violence, threat, intimidation, or other means to vitiate the free will to be used against the arrested person. And dito more so, yung mga kasamahan ng arestado. Eh sabi mo nga, ikaw na nag-admit forcefully. Eh talagang you used force. Eh bawal po yun.
Ma'am, it is, I placed E.S. Medjaldea under arrest for obstruction of justice.
Eh, sabi nga ni Senator Jinggoy, eh, hihilain mo pa.
Yes, ma'am. I did because I have to get into their heads to make them to make it very clear to them that we are already very serious
O,
of
tama
loading
nga.
the president to
Oo
the
naman,
plane.
General, pinapaliwanag mo, pero bawal ang paggagamit ng dahas, ng pananakot, ng intimidation, or any other means. Ang liwanag eh, nasa kapulisan yan eh.
Just to be
Chief Adulyon, together with me, there in the tube of the plane,
paragraph 12. Before you look at it, can anyone in the room here tell me, I know the former president was accused of extrajudicial killing, of crimes against humanity. Pag sinabi yung torture, pwede kasing bago mo patayin, di ba? Pwedeng emotional torture, pwede mong gulpihin torture. So, included na yan. But does anyone here, can anyone tell me here that during his 6 years and before that, he was accused of ordering or himself raping people? Diba? I do remember malaking issue about his statements about a missionary who was raped, and inexplain niya yon na frustrated, galit siya. But is anyone here accusing the former president of raping or ordering the rape? Parang wala naman, di ba? Okay, if you look at, dahil walang, just for the record, Madam Chair, dahil wala naman nagtaas ng kamay or nagsabi, paragraph 12, the chamber notes that the prosecution alleges, let me say it again, the chamber notes that the prosecution alleges that some acts amounting to crimes against humanity of torture and rape under Article 7, subparagraphs 1 bayan F 71 G of the statute were committed as a widespread and systematic attack against the civilian population. Ulitin ko the chamber notes that the prosecution alleges. So the prosecution in the ICC alleges that some acts amounting to crimes against humanity of torture and rape were committed as part of a widespread and systematic attack. For me, it's the first time I read that someone was accusing the president, the former government. But if you look at the last page of the warrant, or second to the last page, page 14, no? Issues a warrant of arrest. So for these reasons, the chamber hereby issues a warrant of arrest for Rodrigo Roa Duterte, born on for Rodrigo Roa Duterte, born on 28 March 1945, for his alleged criminal responsibility pursuant to Article 25, Paragraph 3, Paragraph A of Statute for the Crime Against Humanity of Murder, pursuant to Article 7(1)A, wala yung G na rape, committed in the Republic of Philippines during the relevant period as set forth in this warrant of arrest. So I just want to make this point, Madam Chair. So kung sa akin nangyari to, pupunta ako sa Philippine Court at sasabihin ko sa Philippine Court, Sir, makita mo naman, sa Marites at Dismiss kinuha ng prosecutor ng ICC. Padadala mo ako doon, pinakamaikse, 4 to 6 years yung hearing, deprived of liberty. Eh yung prosecutor mismo nag-allege ng rape. The harshest critics of President Duterte accuse him of being insensitive to women, saying misogynist, masama yung ano, etc. And I won't defend him there. It's on the record, di ba? And also accused him of being insensitive to a foreign national who was a missionary here who was raped. But I haven't heard na inaccuse siya ng rape or ordering rape. Ang alam ko nga, galit na galit siya pag ministreat yung mga kababaihan. So, dun pa lang, questioning ko to before a Philippine judge. Kasi, kawawa naman ako pag nandun. So that's my point. So, the second point I just want to make kay SOJ is, I personally will respect its sub judice because this case in the Supreme Court is so important. But just for the record, it's nag-rule na rin, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, nag-rule din ang Supreme Court dyan na we cannot stop the hearing or we can continue kahit na sub judice. But he's not asking naman to stop the hearing. He's just saying, can we be sensitive to that? Because they're going to have to put their position on paper and present it before the Supreme Court. So, mamaya, Madam Chair, more factual na lang yung mga tanong ko rather than issues para yung facts naman, SOJ is not naman under dispute, diba? And will help us pa nga sa doon. But this is just an example. And I just read this morning, pero nagulat lang ako doon na yung prosecutor pala may ganun allegation. No?
Kaya nga nagkagulantaan. Palibasa, nakita natin yung warrant much later. Did any one of you, General Marbil, General Torre, meron ba kayong hawak na ICC warrant of arrest at the time of his arrest? Parang electronic copy lang, tapos pinakopya muna, tapos binigay na pagdating doon. Bakit ganun? Samantalang March 10 pa lang nagmo-mobilize na ng libu-libong pulis. Pagkatapos alam na natin na magkakaganito dahil nabalitaan na nga sa Hong Kong. Eh kung ganun, bakit walang warrant doon sa mismong pag-aresto? Electronic copy lamang at nagpa-imprenta pa. Ba't nagkaganon?
May I differ on the wisdom of the SOJ to explain on the legality of the electronic copy of the warrant, ma'am?
Hindi naman tinatanong yung legality. Okay lang yun. Ang tinatanong ko, bakit parang unprepared kayo samantalang prepared na bill?
Madam Chair, I just want to make clear na ang kabaho po ng police is really to assist po yung PCTC natin. Yun po yung and what we have is tama po yung sinasabi order ng diffusion. So ito po yung nangyari. We rely po dun sa PCTC, dun sa lahat ng mga documents that they did, nagagamitin po dun sa effect ng arrest. Ito po yung ginawa po ng again, ulitin ko.
Dapat yung PCTC nagdala ng warrant. Ba't nga ba kayo walang warrant?
It was stated, papadala po through diplomatic channel. State po yun.
So, dapat diplomatic channel. Nangyari ba yun? Kung diplomatic channel yung DFA, ano ba nangyari sa warrant na yan? Sa dinami-dami ng handa ninyo, sa libu-libong pulis at sundalo na kinalampag, wala bang nag-isip na kinakailangan dalhin yung warrant?
Your Honor, if I may, wala po kaming information o wala kami natanggap at all.
Kayo naman sa PCTC, wala rin kayong natanggap?
We requested for a copy of the warrant and we got it the next day.
The next day being?
The warrant that came from the
Kaya nga, what
the
day
system.
na?
The next day is 12.
So, hindi rin ninyo na ipakita kay Presidente Duterte. Bale tama, si General Torre, na warrant is arresto.
Pinakita po namin yung hard copy sa 250. Pero sa lawyers po niya natin binigay.
Madam Chair, can I clarify?
Kasi ang sinasabi din na redacted copy lang ang binigay, hindi rin kumpleto, kaya hindi nila mabuo. At yun nga, nagkagulatan,
Can I
bakit
clarify?
meron pa?
Can I clarify that, sir? It was a sealed warrant, correct? Hindi.
Hindi po. Electronic yung nakuha po na...
No. Ano ang pinadala ng ICC? Kasi parang sa ibang news report, sabi sealed. Pag sealed kasi, hindi dadaan ng DFA yun. Yun nga ang question.
What was sealed, sir, was the warrant of arrest was sealed
Okay.
before March 11.
Yes. Tapos kanino, sir, pinadala? Sino magbubukas nun pag
Well,
sealed?
when we demanded a copy of the warrant, we relied on our fail-safe mechanism. We have a fail-safe mechanism to make sure that the documents are secure in our possession. So it's the DOJ that produced the
Yeah,
warrant.
hindi sa may bias ako sa DFA, but I've worked with these people. Kasi pag sealed, may option na hindi padaanin sa kanila. At kahit pinadaan sa kanila, I don't think they have the authority to open it.
Yes, but we had to use our fail-safe because the PCTC could not produce the warrant, so we had to use our fail-safe.
But once naman it's opened by the proper authority who's allowed to open it, diba, to unseal it, then, syempre, Philippine law na. Ipapakita mo talaga dun sa na...
Yes, we showed it to the president and to his lawyers.
Teka, mapapaliwanag lang ako. Tell me candidly, at the time you apprehended PRRD, nung inaresto si former president, yung ICC warrant, nasa inyo na ba, General Torre? Yung totoo. Kasi you're under oath, alalahanin ko.
Yes, ma'am. It is with us.
It was already with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Electronic.
Yes, ma'am.
Electronic. Wala
Yes.
kayong official copy?
Electronic
walang
copy, ma'am,
hard
given
copy?
electronic copy given to me by Yusik Nikiti of the DOJ, ma'am.
Sa DOJ. Kayo sa inyo, kasi parang nagtuturoan kayo, sabi ninyo, na dapat yung PCTC ang nagbigay. Pero wala kayong binigay. Sabi ninyo, dapat DFA. Nalilito po ako.
Hindi po. Hindi po nagtuturoan. We had the copy of the warrant, that electronic copy of...
Dinami-dami
Yusek
nang nag-aresto kay
P.
Presidente. Walang nag-isip na kinakailangan bigyan ng kopya na hard copy, opisyal, at talagang...
Binigyan po namin sa...
Saan? Saan at
250
kailan?
po, binigyan po namin. Nung ma-print na po yung hard copy.
Saan yun?
Sa 250 po.
Sa Villamor.
Meron po, meron.
Ano yung 250?
Sa Villamor po, Villamor. Binigyan po siya ng kopya. Hard copy po.
So, nandun. Anong oras?
About shortly before 12 po. Around 12, around noon at that time.
Noon. Noon time? Naibigay ng noon time?
Opo.
Pero anong oras ba hiningi? Di ba napakaaga pa noon?
Humihingi po sila from the tube. Starting from the tube, humihingi na po sila.
Anong oras yun? Hihingi
When
sila?
they arrive po, it's about 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Or,
So, 2 oras makalipas bago ninyo naibigay.
Just to be clear,
Yes.
General Torre, maybe you can explain the process of serving the electronic copy, which constitutes a legal form of serving the warrant. Yes, ma'am. After they disembarked, as I have learned from General Torre, they asked that it be postponed, that they be brought first.
They only disembarked when the electronic copy was produced and given to them. So, kaya sila lumabas. And when they step out of the plane, at the junction of the moving part of the tube, PG Fadulyon met them and attempted to read the rights to President Duterte. And all of them said, pwede ba mamaya na yan at pa-diffuse muna natin ang tension. Doon na lang sa 250th Airlift Wing. So, we acceded to that request. We arrived at the 250th Airlift Wing. They were given refreshments. They were allowed to refresh. They were allowed to, para generally pababain lang ang tension ng lahat. And then we, after an hour or two, we returned. And that was the video that you saw when I was reading the rights in the cell phone. Which basically it's memorized already. So just a formality, and then they ask at that juncture, they ask for the written, they want the printed copy. So I went out of the room, step of the room, printed it, and gave it to them.
Okay, yung printed copy, may allegation na redacted copy daw to. Hindi daw kumpleto, hindi daw buo. Parang simplified lang or pinaiklihan. Tama ba? O buo?
Buo yun, ma'am. It was
Ilang copy na?
15 pages.
Yung 15 pages na kumakalat ngayon,
Yes,
yun na yun. So
Yes,
yun din ang naibigay doon sa Villamor.
Yes, ma'am. That was properly received by Attorney Delgra in assigned
So Attorney
receiving copy.
Delgra.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero
Call it all traders. Want to compete for thousands of dollars without risking anything? Join XM Demo.
Opening statement, ma'am, before the question and answer po.
I have that statement from yung Senate hearing. Gusto mo ba ulitin?
Based on the foreign policy, and the President allowed me to put a little bit of my opinion. So ang stand namin doon, during that time, and this is where I'll start my questions, SOJ, is that lahat ng mali iimbestigahan. So the only way that President Duterte will have a chance to show na walang systematic culling of addicts, extrajudicial killing, walang crime against is individual one-on-one investigations. What confused everything during that time? First, meron po kasing issue once ang sila Secretary de Lima noon. Ni-redefine nila yung extrajudicial killing. AO 35. Kaya yung 13,000 to 18,000 na patay every year during the Aquino administration, suddenly nung Duterte administration, so nung time nila, sinabi nila hindi extrajudicial yon. So nandun sa AO, tinanggal nila yung mga activist na hindi daw extrajudicial killing yon. So pagdating ng Duterte time, basta patay at hindi natural causes, extrajudicial. Okay? Pero klaro din naman na dumami din because nga, once you started the campaign, meron talagang away among the syndicates, meron, from the start, Duterte said, meron politiko, meron police, may businessman, lahat yan may involved sa drugs. And no one of us naman doubted that. Ang question lang, yung due process sa mga police at politiko dun sa drug war. So, klaro tayo doon. So, eto lang yung question ko. SOJ, feel free kung tingin mo, sub judice or issue na to, but factual lang, no? I think this is of public record. Former Senator De Lima was a Commission on Human Rights chairperson 2008 to 2010. Tama, no? Yeah. So, no one disputes that. Sa pagkaalam ko, wala siyang final na case during that time na siya CHR. So, I'll just check that, Madam Chair, and then submit it to the committee. But ang pagkaalam ko, walang case. Okay? But eto siguro masasagot ng DOJ kung hindi ngayon, just forward the answer. From 2010 to 2015, despite the investigation of former Senator De Lima noong 2008 to 2010, ang sabi niya, mahirap kumuha ng witness kasi nga mayor pa siya noon, tapos malakas daw sa presidente noon. I think he was peace and order head ng region. But 2010 to 2015, siya ang DOJ secretary. Sa pagkaalam ko, wala rin siyang final na case. To your knowledge, may final ba ang DOJ or special prosecutor against Duterte na 2010?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Sir.
Can we double check?
I will double check.
Yeah. Sa pagkaalam ko po, sir, wala. Okay? Ang point ko is that either wala siyang kaso, meaning wala siyang ebidensya, because if she had, why didn't she file it? During the time na siya nakaupo, na walang poder si Mayor Duterte. Okay. Fast forward, 2016, September pa lang, so June 30 kami naging senador, siya, I was an incumbent noon. July, last week of July ang third week ang SONA, so July, August, September. No? Wala pang 2 buwan as senator, nakakuha daw siya ng 2 importanteng witness, si Edgar Motobato
and former PNP officer ba siya or hindi, Arturo Las Cañas. Again, I won't make a judgment here as far as the dalawang witness. But dito niya ginawa, okay? Again, no cases filed. And yung pagkagawa ng hearing was very political. I was just testing the credibility of Edgar Motobato and Arturo Las Cañas. For all I know, they were very credible. Pinatayan ako ng mic dito sa session. Inagawan ako ng mic, ini-intimidate ako. And although namagitan si Senator De Lima, hindi niya sinensure, hindi niya pinagalitan yung umalis ng mic. And anyway, history is the record. Ang point ko, still they did not file cases dito sa Pilipinas. Pero hawak nila yung dalawa. Sabihin mo nang walang mangyayari, I don't agree, but sabihin mo walang mangyayari kasi panahon ni President Duterte yon. So again, fast forward, no? From 2022, June 30, when President Marcos took over in Marcos administration, to present, do you know of cases filed against President Duterte, whether it's murder or crimes against in the Philippines?
I think Senator Sonny Trillanes filed cases.
Okay. So meron.
But this went to the office of the Prosecutor General, who immediately forwarded the said cases without going to my office to the Ombudsman. And there, it's already just locked in there already. It never went back to us.
So as we're discussing naman SOJ, this is factual lang naman, di ba? May case ba, wala? We're not making judgments dun sa cases. Because, but ang point ko kasi, kung walang case, bakit? Kasi kung walang ebidensya, no point for ICC to take it up kasi wala ngang ebidensya. If it's because hindi matry dito, for whatever reason, di ba, pinoprotektahan natin, our justice system doesn't work, then dapat mapunta sa ICC. So I don't know the amount of evidence attached to the complaint of Senator Trillanes. Again, I won't comment. Factual lang yon. I have my opinions, but I'll keep my opinion to myself, no? But in June 24, 2022, so ano pa to? Duterte pa to, no? Kasi June 30 pa ang Marcos, di ba? Nag-file ang Solgen sa ICC ng deferral request. So, you're aware of this. Okay. So, tignan na lang nasa page 315, no? Kasi, can I have the yan sa ICC? I think you talked about jurisdiction, but